One of the most solemn and revered traditions is the changing of the guard at Arlington National Cemetery. Here, soldiers stand guard at the tomb of the unknown soldier, rain or shine, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This tradition symbolizes the military's unwavering respect for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. The ceremony is carried out with such precision and discipline that it's almost like watching a synchronized dance. Each movement is deliberate, and every action is symbolic of the unbreakable bond between soldiers and the fallen. The changing of the guard isn't just a ritual, it's a living tribute to the lives lost and the promise that their sacrifice will never be forgotten. Then we have the Oath of Enlistment, a moment of profound significance for every soldier. When recruits take this oath, they aren't just agreeing to serve, they are committing to defend the Constitution of the United States. They pledge to protect the freedoms we hold dear, a promise that carries them through every challenge they will face. It's a powerful rite of passage, one that marks the beginning of a soldier's journey into military life and reminds them daily of the responsibility they bear. At military funerals, we honor the fallen with rituals like the folding of the American flag, the 21-gun salute, and the haunting melody of taps. These solemn moments aren't just about paying respect, they are a way to say, "Thank you for your service, we remember you." The 21-gun salute is particularly meaningful. It's a military tradition that dates back centuries, and each shot is a salute to the sacrifice of the fallen soldier. The playing of taps brings closure and peace, a final tribute to the bravery and commitment that defined their service. The Medal of Honor is perhaps the most well-known symbol of valor and sacrifice in the U.S. military. It is awarded to soldiers who perform extraordinary acts of heroism in battle, often at personal risk. The medal itself is a mark of courage, but the stories behind it are what truly define its importance. The Medal of Honor is awarded to the brave men and women who run toward danger to protect others, who risk everything in the name of service. It represents the highest ideals of military duty, honor, and sacrifice. Saluting the American flag at reveille and retreat is another cherished tradition. Every morning and evening, military personnel stop what they are doing to face the flag and salute it, whether they're in formation, working, or on a break. This tradition is a reminder of the sacrifices made to protect the freedoms that the flag represents. It's a symbol of respect, loyalty, and pride in the values the flag stands for. But the U.S. military isn't all about solemn ceremonies. There is also a lighter side to these traditions, ones that foster camaraderie, unity, and lifelong bonds among service members. One of the most cherished traditions is the challenge coin. These coins are personalized tokens that soldiers exchange to mark special moments of service. Whether it's a mark of achievement or a small gesture of appreciation, challenge coins represent a sense of belonging and camaraderie. When someone challenges you to show your coin, it's not just about proving you have it. It's about mutual respect and the shared experiences that come with serving together. And of course, in some units, the challenge coin game gets a little more competitive. If you're challenged and don't have your coin on you, well, it's time to buy a round of drinks for the team. In the Navy, there's a quirky tradition known as the crossing the line ceremony. When sailors cross the equator for the first time, they participate in a rite of passage where they undergo humorous initiations, pranks, and challenges. New sailors, often referred to as pollywogs, are transformed into golden shellbacks through the ceremony. It's all in good fun, but it's also a bonding experience, marking the sailors' transition into the world of seasoned naval personnel. The ceremony helps create unforgettable memories and strengthens the bond between sailors, making it a pivotal moment in their naval journey. When officers are promoted, they celebrate with a unique tradition known as the wet down. The newly promoted officer is expected to buy a round of drinks for the entire unit to mark the occasion. It's a social tradition, but it's also a way to reinforce camaraderie and unity within the military. This tradition allows officers to bond with enlisted personnel and marks the beginning of their new responsibilities. In some units, there's a long-running joke involving the first shirt, the highest-ranking non-commissioned officer in a unit. The joke goes like this: If there's a strange smell in the air, it's always blamed on the first shirt. It's harmless fun, but it's also a reminder that humor plays an important role in keeping morale high. The first shirt doesn't mind being the punchline, and it's these little inside jokes that make the military feel like a close-knit family. New recruits, or FNGs, freaking new guys, often face hazing traditions. These pranks are part of military culture and help newcomers earn their place in the unit. One of the classic pranks is sending the new guy to find something impossible, like battery acid for a flashlight or the keys to a Humvee. These pranks are designed to test a recruit's resilience and sense of humor, but more importantly, they help rookies bond with their fellow soldiers in a lighthearted way. Now, let's lighten the mood with some of the funniest military traditions, ones that make soldiers laugh even in the most difficult times. One of the most iconic funny traditions is the Monkey Butt Award. This award is given to soldiers who've endured tough field conditions like long marches or strenuous exercises, without complaining. It's a silly, lighthearted way to reward perseverance, and the medal that comes with it features a cartoon monkey. The Monkey Butt Award reminds us that sometimes the best way to keep going in tough conditions is with a good sense of humor. In the Navy, there's the Saber dance tradition. If a sailor gets in trouble for a minor infraction, they might be tasked with performing the Saber dance in front of their shipmates. The dance is deliberately ridiculous, and its purpose is to bring a laugh to everyone watching while giving the sailor a chance to redeem themselves. It's a form of punishment, but it's also a way to foster laughter and unity in a way that only the military can. MOPP suits, or chemical warfare protection suits, are heavy and clunky. So, naturally, soldiers sometimes race in them. MOPP suit races are a bizarre tradition where soldiers compete to see who can move the fastest while wearing these cumbersome suits. It's a strange but fun way to break up the monotony of training and bring some humor to an otherwise serious setting. Sometimes, soldiers engage in all-out silly string fights during downtime. Despite the intensity of military training, soldiers have a playful side, and silly string is the weapon of choice. These impromptu battles are a fun way to relax, blow off steam, and enjoy a moment of absurdity in the midst of an intense military career. And finally, let's look at some of the most bizarre and unexpected traditions in the U.S. military. These are the oddities that will leave you scratching your head, but they are an integral part of military life. In some training camps, soldiers are tasked with building makeshift armor out of duct tape. The duct tape armor challenge has become a bizarre but creative tradition that shows how soldiers can make do with whatever they have. Of course, the duct tape armor never really works, but it's a fine exercise in improvisation and teamwork. Big-ass rock throwing, or B.A.R.T, is a tradition that some infantry units have come up with to kill time during long deployments. Soldiers compete to see who can throw the biggest rock the farthest. It's a bizarre form of entertainment, but it helps break up the routine and bring some levity to otherwise tense situations. In some units, soldiers adopt mascots, whether it's a live animal or a stuffed toy. These mascots become an odd but beloved part of unit culture. Whether it's a dog, a goat, or even a mannequin dressed in a uniform, these mascots provide comfort and entertainment during tough times and become an emblem of the unit's identity. Soldiers take pride in their ability to sleep anywhere, anytime. Whether it's in a Humvee, under a tank, or on a rock, the Sleeping Anywhere challenge is a tradition that soldiers pass down to newcomers. It's a bizarre yet practical tradition that proves just how adaptable and resourceful military personnel can be. And in some units, soldiers have created silly rank insignias, like wearing spoons or other ridiculous objects as a joke. It's a bizarre tradition that allows soldiers to poke fun at the rigid structure of military hierarchy and bring some humor to everyday life. From the serious moments that honor sacrifice to the quirky traditions that keep soldiers laughing, these rituals all play a part in creating the U.S. military's unique culture. Whether they are moments of reflection, bonding, or just plain silliness, they help shape the lives of those who serve.
So this is it then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed exploring these unique U.S. military traditions, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Knowledge is Power. More fascinating videos are coming your way.